Namaste, Soul Tribe family. Welcome back my way on this divinely guided day. Hopefully, you are well and rested, and so are your families. Whew. All right, y'all. Another downloaded message I have is trust you are a royal in the spiritual realm, and as above, so below. I feel like many of you are in doubt of that, though. You know what I'm saying? And I feel like you are doubting it because you have lived under a very biased, manipulative, dictating system. And in this system, you were taught to not think of yourself as royalty. Okay. And I feel like many of you may have questioned the validity of some of the readings I've put out, and probably many other oracles and tarot readers. And I feel that this has been a theme for quite some time, but many just don't believe this. Okay. At the bottom of the Kipper deck, I have great fortune and concern and sudden wealth. Okay. So we're going to start there. But first off, let me start by saying thank you so much for all that you do for the channel by subscribing, hitting your notification bell, tapping into the messages. And if you're new to All Being 1111 Energy Soul Tribe family, allow me to be the first to welcome you. Okay. To my A1s who are my day ones, I love you and the divine loves you, babies. Thank you so much for being here. Thank you for all that you do. I am grateful for you. Let's hop into this message. Divine, at this time, I ask that you provide us with protection during this read all reads and all the time. I ask that you provide us with clarity, guidance, intuition, wisdom, and discernment, as well as clear and concise messages. Any negativity, any spiritual warfare being thrown or projected at myself or the Soul Tribe family or the collective, I ask that you shield our minds, bodies, and souls and vessels from it, as we too shield our minds, bodies, souls, and vessels from it, releasing it back to the universe to do with that energy as the universe sees fit. Ashe, and thank you. Okay, so like I said, many of you do not believe that you are tied to a royal family or tied to some sort of great fortune or even a wish fulfillment coming true. Okay. What is currently happening is concerning to people because all of this is coming out in the open. It's being revealed. All the lies and the deceits are being revealed pertaining to the government who has been, overshadowing, casting this overshadow or this shadow of gleam and of grief and strife. Okay, they're concerned because, yeah, their sudden wealth is being depleted, the same as they depleted yours. And somebody out here, being a wealthy man, knew you were the gift. Okay. You may be a feminine energy. And then over here, I see that you have more faith than a mustard seed. There's a wealthy man looking at a main female as the gift and the first official person. This being a good message coming into you. It's part of your path, and some of you were expecting this. Right now, it may even be a mature woman or a mature man who's coming out of poverty. Okay. I feel like this is bringing in a change. You could be a sister here. Take it how it resonates. Something about this path leading you to a home by the river or living by a river. You're ready for this change. I feel like I'm speaking to somebody that's tired of the same old hamster wheel energy. You want to protect love. You want to protect your energy as well as the world's energy. Take only how it resonates, and you can see in the light and in the dark. You may be a Cancerian, Pisces, or Moon energy, but you do have night vision. You may also even have just night vision. I don't know. Somebody here has special eyes. Interesting. Huh. Let's get some more on this. Yeah, this is this energy out here, y'all, where I'm telling you, it seems to me like, yeah, you never thought you could be relieved from these thieves. Seven of Swords energy, very manipulative, very cunning, very deceitful, conniving energy, trickery energy, thieves, lying energy. Many of you didn't think you could be relieved from this energy. This was a wish fulfillment, and it happened. Okay. And it happened. Yeah, they were placed under judgment for the imbalances they were causing in partnerships that were really stilling. Mhm. These energies were placed under judgment because of the imbalances that they were causing. And these imbalances impacted a lot of people, a lot of projects, and they got into partnerships with people who were in agreement to do this. Mhm. They were in agreement to do this. Many of them should have went inward, but they didn't. Okay. Tell me more, spirit. And going inward would have required them to, good from bad, right from wrong. These people knew what they were doing was wrong, but they didn't stop for one moment to really be truthful about it. And they didn't even think they were ever going to get caught. So therefore they thought they were going to keep everything hidden in the moon in the upright, but then boom bam. What do you know? All has been revealed when it comes to this 10 of Pentacles. They thought what was in the dark was never going to come to the light. Wow. Now they're going to have to stand their grounds, and they don't have much to stand on. I feel like your energy, your thoughts, and your prayers were answered because you are royal above, so below. It's almost like, they were stealing candy from a baby, literally. Like the divine looks at you and all of you and all of us as the divine's children. So they were stealing candy from the divine's babies. Hmm. Tell me more about this sudden wealth, please, and thank you, divine. What about this sudden wealth? You've got the Knight of Wands out here. I don't know if this was something that everyone was extremely passionate about pertaining to, finding out where everybody's inheritance is going, because I feel like many of you have worked so long, you felt like by now you should have at least been sitting on a nest egg. Yeah. This is giving me a collaboration of energies coming together in mind, body, and soul with thoughts and everything. Very passionate about wanting to know what was hidden in the dark. Many of you had several questions constantly about where was your money. Well, the corporations were in on it too. And then you have the Three of Pentacles out here. Yep. And the Seven of Cups. And this is giving me energies of, people keeping you up in your head, keeping you worried, right? You worried if you're going to even have a job. So therefore, you couldn't even really focus on what was really happening. Bunch of distractions so that they could keep stealing. hmm And when they say this audit is going to go clear into August, let me explain something to y'all. That means they're auditing businesses too. There's a lot of businesses that are about to get chopped. Comcast, you're going to give up that footprint. And they mad about it. Look, now they are in Nine of Pentacles in reverse entering energy. And yeah, entering, whatever that is. Yeah, they may be re-entering. Yeah, they're going to start having to re-enter that hustle and bustle field they had you in. Yeah, they're going to have to learn how to become obsessed with working the way they had you obsessed with working, trying to just keep a roof over your head. Oh yeah, they about to get a taste of their own medicine. They're about to get a taste of their own medicine, and it's all because you did not believe you were royal family, but you are, and I can't make it up. King of Wands energy out here, Scorpionic Sagittarius energy out here. Okay. As above, so below. If you're a leader in the other dimensions and in the other realms, why wouldn't you be down here? in this 3D superficial materialistic realm. Many of you may have walked away because you felt like it was never going to change. I feel like some of you are coming back. Yeah, because you're no longer in regret over these lies that were being told because you were right the whole time. I could be speaking to a King of Cups, Pisces energy here, and Aquarius energy here. I feel like, yeah, a lot of you guys, yeah, you're no longer in regret because you knew you were walking away from a bunch of lies. This is giving me strong awakening energy. Yeah, you walked away. You ain't in no regret over all these lies that they were telling. Could have even been a King of Cups involved in this. All the kings that keep coming out give me leadership. This is like high ranking leaders, holding on to positions because they knew somebody that knew somebody that knew somebody, but they were all crooks. I can't make it. What? Look, on the split, y'all, they was all crooks. You got the, ooh. I'm telling you, you're serious master manifestors out here, and you refuse to believe that. You refuse to believe the power that you hold. The divine speaks to you on a daily basis. You are not just, this is giving me all energies of Empress energy, sun, moon energy, black and white makes gray, yin and yang energy here, high priest, high priestess energy. You are a master manifester. You come from a long line of manifestors who manifest change. You may even be a Queen of Wands energy, someone who's very passionate, a go-getter type energy. I'm telling you, as above, so below. Okay. What other messages do you have? You could be a Queen of Pentacles, but I already told you I'm feeling Empress energy here, Emperor energy here. So all the kings and queens can come out if they want, but you're already out here. Okay. Tell me more, Spirit. I feel like with this Queen of Wands and Queen of Pentacles, though, you're not just passionate, okay? So with this Pentacle, you're not just passionate, but it's something about you being business savvy, okay? It's something about you being very business savvy, very wise when it comes to finances, money, and possession, okay? With the wands, it's not like your ego, but you can be egotistical, but you have a lot of passion and your life force. When I say life force, this gives me like there's something pertaining to the center of your core that helps you stand up against 10 of swords, 9 of wands, Ace of Pentacles. So it's like people come after you, people come up against you, you stand your grounds. Um, you see through their bullshit, okay? They're no longer able to pull the wool over your eyes and betray you. This is how you were able to regain what it was that you had lost. They were trying to have you take a huge loss when it came to your financial stability, Ace of Pentacles energy. This is abundance. I feel like they could have also been attacking your abundant mindset. You freed yourself from that though. Some of you had to hit rock bottom to realize there's only one way up. There's only one way, and that's up. hmm And I feel like once you realize this is why many people I feel like wow, after all is said and done, I feel like many people are going to detach from their states. And when I say detach from their states, meaning like very sovereign, the states are going to have to revamp and look at all their bullshit ass laws because it has nothing to do with sovereign land laws. These are laws made up for people to maintain control, right? Page of Pentacles here in the reverse. These people are going to have to give it up. They're going to have to learn that we could discipline ourselves. We can govern ourselves. I don't know who the fuck mom and daddy they thought they was, but they wasn't mine. Facts. Yeah, them motherfuckers did not do what they were supposed to do, and this is why we have resisted change. We're not dealing with them. They have not gone through any sort of. These people have never had to fight one day in their fucking life for their life. Never. Family, you've been fighting for your life all your life. Facts. That's why you the boss you are. Emperor, Empress energy. That's why you the boss you are. Because wasn't nothing handed to you. You had to fight like a motherfucker. And then when you got in there and you was doing your job, they wanted to fuck with you and say you wasn't. And they knew that was a lie. Hmm. They knew that was a lie. You come ready, so you don't have to get ready. Seriously, you're already like business savvy for real. Like you know how to. Mm. I don't know why they even try to play with you like that, but they did. But they did. And they had you questioning where you stood. And I'm going to tell you right now, you stand with royalty. These people are going to have to start fighting for their lives now because, see, they're getting ready to be put in the situation that you were put in, family, and they don't even know how to actually deal with that. Because I guarantee you, oh, the money that they took is getting ready to get confiscated. They got to give it back. They got to give it back. And their bank accounts are being watched. Okay. Any wire transfers, any goddamn cryptocurrency purchases and all that. And it's so funny because I found it funny. They say, oh, it's decentralized. No one will never know who you are. But in order to set up a crypto wallet or account, you have to provide them with your ID or your driver's license, passport, whatever. So I was like, what the fuck? This is such a lie. If this was truly decentralized, I wouldn't have to give you shit. All you would have to do is know where my region was, where I was born at. Yeah. Boy, I tell you. That's funny. Decentralize my ass. Right. Knight of Cups energy out here. Yeah. Decentralize my ass. Came up with that out of the rabbit hole. Okay. Yeah, they got a real creative spark with that one. You see what I'm saying, family? Like, yeah, there's a lot of things that are gonna come out about everything, to include cryptocurrency. And I feel like spirit is telling you just stand by and wait because that heartache, that heartbreak, and everything that you were experiencing, family, it's coming to an end. You're going to have that 10 of cups. You're going to have that 10 of pentacles. You're going to have that eight of pentacles. That's 11 pentacles, 11, 11 energy out here. The divine has promised that. And I don't mean, just as far as finance. I mean back when you were a child, when times were good and it was fun and things were going great. And you could go outside and you could, play with your friends. Nowadays they got everybody stuck in front of a TV. Let's see all these broken mirrors. Because these people, boy, and they talking about till August. I guarantee you, we're gonna be 2 years out getting this stuff done. Yeah. A lot of toxic energy here, people getting caught up. They had soul contracts with people. They're going up in flames. Yeah, they're guilty as hell. And now they thinking about you because you might be sitting in the spotlight. Yeah, they were not an opposite that you were attracted to, but they tried to act like they were. They were playing mind games. Very childish. Yeah, very childish. They didn't see this happening. They didn't see this coming. And I don't see why you don't feel that you were a part of it, but you were family. You were. This was a part of your desire too. You wanted this to come out. You wanted it to come out. It's coming out. You had everything to do with it. I can't make it up. 11, 11 energy. You had everything to do with it. Hmm. Twin flames, runner chaser type energy, divine timing, all the above. Yes, you had everything to do with it. As above, so below. You royal in the heavens with the divine. These people are stubborn as hell. That's why the divine said, not a problem. Once the divine's children became fed up, that's when the divine stepped in. Divine timing. Yep. On these broken mirrors. So you know what they say about a broken mirror? These folks about to have a long 7 years worth of some bad luck, baby, because they've been putting you through it for a very long time. Yeah. It's about to go down for some people, and they are very high ranking people. Okay, family. So hopefully this message resonates with you. Okay. Please remember to like, share, and subscribe. Hit your notification bell and drop comments below because it does help the channel to grow. I love you and the divine loves you. Thank you for all that you do for our space. I am grateful. At this time, divine, I'd like to ask that you keep in our lives love, harmony, tranquility, prosperity, peace, protection, and respect and good health. And all the time. Ashe and thank you. And until next time, you know what I love to say. Namaste.